Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. We have some breaking news right now, and I do apologize for the title on Victoria Island. It is actually to the west of Victoria Island, but we are receiving confusing reports this morning from usgs.gov. If you do have the app on you, I do recommend you follow it or you log into the app, download the app, and then log into it. But we do have a lot of activity going on right now. There was a reported 6.6 earthquake, approximately 6 miles down. And we'll go to the map right now so you'll be able to see it. It is off the coast, significant. Well, not significantly, but it's it's about the distance from Vancouver down to Portland off the coast. We're going to switch over to the USGS map right now so you can take a look at it. This last earthquake that was reported came in at about 8:08 a.m. Pacific time, which is almost 30 minutes ago. This is the one that's listed. Now, a moment ago, it was listed at, there were two different earthquakes, a 6.6 and a 6.4, but the 6.6 went away, the 6.4 went away, then the 6.6 came back, 6.4, and now the 6.6 is gone right now. But as of right now, if you head on over to usgs.gov, you can follow this link, usgs.gov, and then search earthquakes as you saw it right there. It'll take you directly. And of course, I didn't get it right, did I? Of course not. But you can see it. That's where I'm at right now. And this is the latest list of earthquakes over here to the left. You click on it as I did, and you get all the information that's on it right now. So as you know, there are many ways to measure an earthquake. This is the more conventional one, or at least the one that the public hears or gets more of. It's a magnitude 6.4. It was at 15:08 and 47 seconds universal time, or local time, 8:08 a.m. on July 11th. And where I'm at on the West Coast, it is also July 11th. You can click on this right away. And folks, if you, on a side note, if you really want to be a part of history, especially if you're in the area, you need to go to Felt Report or Did You Feel It? USGS has had this for well over 20 years, maybe even 30 years, and it gives a awesome idea as to how people feel it, and you can see on the reports as it's going on. This is the interactive map of where it happened. As you can see, it is off the coast. Here is Vancouver. Seattle's down here. Tacoma's down here. This is the international border, more or less. And once again, this is a 6.4 earthquake. We'll see if we can get an update in a moment. But it happened, as I mentioned, almost 30 minutes ago. Always head on over to usgs.gov. So I really don't understand why there were two reports. Uh, but being that it's out in the ocean, I don't know. I don't know if they have a term for it, but uh, you know why there was a ghost image or why there was something else. But there is some activity off the coast right now. You can always head on over to the interactive map, which I did right now. You can head to the regional informational map. As I mentioned, Felt Report tell us. Here's the aftershock forecast for this area right now. And good morning, ARC 54. Thank you, folks. Before I go any further, it's a 6.4 earthquake. Now, I do not pretend to be an official expert here. I am a student of geology, and so if I do say anything, please understand I do not pretend to be an expert. I've said this my entire life, so I'm just going by the information that we have. But in my opinion, since it is under 7.0, see, okay, to answer your question, number one, it depends on how deep the earthquake is and the duration. I do not know the duration right now. I'm assuming it was a rather short event, under a minute. It was relatively shallow in tectonic terms. It was, I believe, let me see, what do I have here? It was 6.2 miles out. Now, there is a tsunami notice. I'll have to check. Now, whenever you get an earthquake, it doesn't matter the size of the earthquake when it's out in the ocean. You're going to get a tsunami, but you measure it in centimeters and millimeters. When it gets to be over 7, there's a guarantee that there's going to be a tsunami. But again, it's measured in millimeters and centimeters. I do not have any further information right now. I do not expect it to be anything more than 6 millimeters, if at all. Not even that. Probably even in centimeters. So I wouldn't be too worried about it since it was 6.4 earthquake. Oh, and here it is: 209 miles, 209 kilometers west southwest of Tofino, Canada. Now here it's registering 10 kilometers deep. On USGS, it's 6.2 miles. So there is some activity out there going on right now, whether we go by the 6.6 that was originally reported, which were two separate events. And I don't know if I still have the links on my phone, which I received them, and I'm sure they're gone because I clicked on them. But every now and then you might get a duplicate report because they're trying to triangulate all the different stations. But when you check out the regional information, there's been some activity out here. And then you can check out the tectonic summary, which gives you quite a bit of information. So right now, there was a 6.6 report. It is off the USGS list, and it is right now 6.4. So more than likely they tightened it up. But right now, the outlook is I do not see any measurable tsunami. But please contact your local authorities, and you can check it out for yourself. I recommend you do sign up for the USGS.gov app. It is worthwhile. It lets you know what's going on. I'm going to complete this report. I didn't feel it. I just saw it. But as of right now, for all the people that have contributed, there's almost no one really felt it. I don't think there are very many reports right now at this point. But a 6.4 is significant. And this is on the Cascadia subduction zone. So in the world of geology and earthquake prediction, which we don't like to, I'm sorry, they don't like to use the word predictions. Um, there have been earthquakes in that area of 9.0, if not greater. As you know, we do know of the one that hit on January 28th, 1700 at approximately 9 p.m. That was one of the largest earthquakes to hit uh, the Northwest in the last 300 years or so. Actually, 323, almost 324 years ago. And they're overdue, by the way, when you look up the summary. But that's neither here nor there, folks. It looks like things have calmed down for the moment. Let me do a quick review or refresh. It is the only event that is on there right now. Normally it shows up in red. All these earthquakes, when they're in red, they're within an hour, and yellow is, I believe, within a day. There might be another color as well, but all of like I said, it's only blue because I've clicked on it right. I see normally it is red. And again, you can check on the details. Let's see what it says for tsunami. No tsunami warning, advisory, watch, or threat for the 8:08 a.m. earthquake, local time, Vancouver Island, Canada region. And that's kind of what I was going with earlier myself, in that you got to have a 7 for it to get serious. Now, again, I do not know the length of this event. Look, if you have a 6.4 and you have a 2-3 minute earthquake, there's going to be a tsunami. And it's probably going to be a good sized tsunami too. And I'm not trying to make a joke of this, but how deep? If it's in the ocean or not, you can have a coastal quake that can create a tsunami as well. But duration, depth, and obviously and location. So, folks, the reason why I went live is because my phone was going off. I was getting numerous reports, but it is a 6.4 out in the ocean. Most people probably didn't feel it. People on Victoria Island probably did. But that's all we have right now. If we do have anything else that happens, we're going to keep you up to date. I'm sorry, excuse me. This is what we used to do, folks. This is how we got on the map, NDB Media. We used to cover breaking events, but ever since the news cycle went to a 24-hour news cycle, we really don't do this anymore. But things are looking good right now. If you want to check the history on USGS, you can check this one out. This was in Costa Rica. This was at 5:04 a.m. local time or 7 a.m. UTC time earlier today, and that was a 4.6. And you can just check them out. You can see what activity is going on in the world, folks. And when you look at this map, the bigger the circle, bigger the event. Now, this one happened on July 10th at about the same time, 7 a.m. UTC. The local time was 7:13 p.m. and it was a 7.1. And when you home in on this one, again, it was off the coast. I don't know the duration, but that's what we have right now. So I don't want to be too repetitious. I don't know if I said that correctly or not, but yeah, I wouldn't expect too much from that one as well, being that it's out in the ocean. Checking out, yeah, let's see, what does it say for tsunami on this one? No tsunami warning, advisory, watch, or threat, even on that one. So, but there it is, folks. That's the latest up to date information. You can set up the app for notifications. You can also set up the app for uh, text messaging, and it's fairly quick. It really does work. So, all right. Other than that, there's nothing else. Stay safe out there. Prep for get your earthquake items prepped. We're going to do a program on that probably in August on disaster preparation. We haven't done one of those in maybe 3-4 years. After COVID, I think it's time, and knowing that we've got some other earthquakes going on. So, just to recap, once again, 6.4 earthquake at 8:08 a.m. local time, or what was it? Wow, 7. Oh, it's 7 hours UTC times. So there you go. I'll have to figure it out. No, no tsunami. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, it was definitely lucky them. Good morning, Aisha. Good morning, Ark. Thank you for everyone else who's watching. Folks, head on over to ndbmedia.net to find out everything that's going on. Those are our handles at the very bottom. And please, we need your help, folks. We need you to go on over to our YouTube page, NDB Media. You'll find us. It's right at the bottom. We need you guys. We want to get to 1,000, please. And our Facebook page is doing well. We're just short of 1,000. All of our pages are doing well, but we need to get to 1,000 on YouTube. If you guys want to give us solid, please. Also, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Everyone be safe. Hope you guys are doing well, and we'll see you guys soon.